H&R Block, the country's largest tax preparer, says that tax returns on 2018 taxes are up and taxes are down. Now this article, and I'll include the link in the description box. You're not seeing this in most mainstream media because they continue to want to bash President Trump's Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. But H&R Block does extensive research on their clients' tax refunds. And this data they released in March 31st of this year, 2019. They found that their clients' tax refunds are up 1.4% under the first year of this tax cut, while their overall tax liability is down almost 25%, 24.9%. Now, the confusion has risen because some people didn't get as big a tax refund when they filed their taxes as they thought they were going to get. And this is puzzling to them because this is the largest change to the tax code in 30 years. And some people received a small amount in the form of a tax refund. Now, there's an explanation for that. The tax reform represented the largest change to the tax code in 30 years. And then on top of that, the IRS changed withholding tables in February 2018, automatically adjusting take-home pay. Now, there's the key. A lot of people, in fact, most people in this country are so out of touch. They're paying so little attention to their take-home pay. Anymore people have got their paycheck being automatically deducted right into their bank account. I mean, they're not paying attention. It's not like the old days where you got a paper check and people looked at it and checked out their pay stub. People aren't paying attention. The IRS adjusted their tax tables. Businesses adjusted the amount of taxes they were taking out of your check. And 80% of Americans did not update their W-4 last year, and therefore, their company adjusted it for them, and you got more take home during the course of 2018 than you realized, and then you were all distraught because you didn't get that big tax refund. Well, look, the IRS says that the refunds were up this year, tax liability was down. I know that in my case, early in 2018, I used some calculators to figure out how much it would help me, and that's exactly how much happened. I got just that much help. Trump's tax cut did help me, helped numerous of my friends, a number of my friends. Um, the problem is people don't pay attention. Now, my refund was not as big at the end of the year as I thought it was going to be. That's mainly because my employer did not change my W-4, but my wife's did. She took home more during the course of the year. And, this is what's going on. And so, these Democrats, they bash on the president and say it didn't work. People are paying more taxes. That's a lie. And, that's what they do really well. And, you got more back in your take-home pay. And for many people in a tax refund, people paid less in taxes in 2018 than they have paid in, percentage-wise, than they have paid in probably 3 decades. So get off the kick. Quit kicking the great president. You're going to have to do better than just make things up and tell lies and roll out doofless candidates. You're going to have to start being truthful with the American people. Now, this little story, this account here, You're not going to hear it on the mainstream media because it exonerates the president's Tax Cut and Jobs Act and the impact that it had on our economy, and more directly, the impact it had on your household finances. It did have an impact. H&R Block knows what they're doing, have a lot of data. Now, if you like this story, like it, subscribe, and I'll try to bring more of this kind of information that most of you are not hearing when you turn on that boob tube or you're looking at your lamestream websites. Hey, thanks for watching my video.